Let's take a look at some of the weird, wacky, and wonderful cars that sold during the 2024 Amelia Island auctions in this edition of the Concours de Le Mans Market Report. But first, we'd like you to check out our sponsors, Hagerty and Classic Motorsports Magazine. Hagerty offers insurance for any kind of vehicle, and if you join the Hagerty Drivers Club, most importantly for Concours de Le Mans fans, they offer towing packages. Classic Motorsports Magazine is good old-school automotive journalism, written by real automotive journalists. Think of it like a big papery blog that you don't have to plug into the wall. In-depth articles, expert opinion, and gear reviews. Classic Motorsports also does rally events. Fantastic roads, good friends, and great cars, and a really good time. Be sure to check out their websites in the links below. First, let's look at the 1952 Vasan B Scooter.
Following World War II, Gabriel Voisin felt the market was ready for a small vehicle suitable for two passengers that could be driven without a license. With the chassis and bodywork made out of lightweight aluminum, the B Scooter was a low-cost, low-maintenance vehicle. With a basic hood and adjustable windscreen, the minimalist style reflected Voisin's knowledge and use of aircraft construction methods and his commitment to focus his design for the limited resources of post-war Europe. A four-passenger prototype was shown at the 1950 French Cycle and Motorcycle Show in Paris. Despite the great interest and positive reception at the show, the successors of Gnome et Rhone/Snecma, the new owners of the Voisin factory, did not recognize Voisin's engineering expertise and reputation and did not allow production to proceed on the new vehicle. Voisin soon licensed his original two-passenger design to Autonacional SA in Barcelona. The Spanish firm built and sold over 12,000 units using the Hispano Villiers 197cc engine. The Vasan B Scooter offered here was the 10th in a series of 15 prototype models. In the 1980s, it was owned by Adrien Mogg in Maugens, France. In subsequent ownership, the B Scooter received a mechanical restoration at the capable hands of Michel Magnin. The Mullen collection acquired the Voisin in 2011, and it has been on display at the Mullen Automotive Museum in Oxnard, California, ever since. This important piece of Voisin history deserves your serious consideration.
And what did this terrible car from a great company that wasn't even legally a car sell for? $44,800. Next up is the 1976 Gaz Vulga.
Andrei Lipgat was a Russian automotive engineer who received formal training from the Ford Motor Company in the US. During his tenure at Ford, Mr. Lipgat carefully studied contemporary American automotive designs and assembly line production. Following his return to the Soviet Union, he was named chief constructor at the Gorky automobile plant in Gorkovsky, Russia, and oversaw production of the Gaz 21 Volga. The 21 was a mid-size sedan for the upper middle class and took inspiration from models like the Ford Mainline and Plymouth Savoy. Unveiled at the 1970 British International Motor Show, the Gaz 24 Volga replaced the Gaz 21, which was initially designed in the 1950s. The 24 improved on the outgoing model with crisp, modern lines that gave the otherwise outdated chassis a contemporary look. The Volga was not initially available for the public and required a special use permit, making it highly exclusive. Volgas were also built in right-hand drive for export markets and often used as taxis throughout the Soviet Union. The earliest ownership history of this Gaz 24 is not known, but it is accompanied by Russian traffic violation receipts from 1978, which indicate that it may be a domestic delivery example. Finished in elegant light grey paint with red upholstery, and presented in remarkably well-kept original condition, it is accompanied by an original owner's manual, toolkit, jack, and documentation. This smartly proportioned Volga is a fascinating piece of Soviet automobile manufacturing history seldom seen or offered for sale in this country.
And what did this non-materialistic luxury car from the communist world sell for? $25,760. Next up from the Broad Arrow auctions at the Amelia Island Concours is a 1997 Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4.
The Mitsubishi 3000 GT is a front-engine, all-wheel drive grand touring manufactured and marketed by Mitsubishi from 1990 until 2000 over 3 different generations. Manufactured in a 3-door hatchback coupe body style in Nagoya, Japan, the 2+2 4-seaters were marketed in the Japanese domestic market as the GTO, and globally as 3000 GT. In North America, it was sold both as the Mitsubishi 3000 GT from 1991 to 1999 and the Dodge Stealth from 1991 to 1996, as a badge-engineered, mechanically identical captive import. Early models were internally designated Z16A and incorporated full-time 4-wheel drive and 4-wheel steering. Active aerodynamics called Active Aero Control System enhanced the Coke bottle silhouette body styling, achieving a drag coefficient of 0.33. This system featured automatically deploying front and rear spoilers, sport and tour exhaust modes, pop-up headlights, and articulated blister caps on the hood to accommodate the electronic controllers at the top of the strut turrets. This 300 GT features a 3-liter twin-turbo V6, 6-speed manual transmission, full-time all-wheel drive, and 4-wheel steering. Offered with less than 7,400 miles at the time of cataloging, this car comes from long-term original ownership from 1997 to 2020. It is reported to be one of 71 examples for 1997 finished in rare Panama green pearl and is complete with books, tools, service records, and its original window sticker.
How much did this very low-mile, near-pristine, really cool car from the 90s go for? It sold for $64,400. Next up, also from the Broad Arrow auction, is this 1959 Mercedes-Benz U411 Unimog.
For 75 years now, the Unimog has stood for efficiency, flexibility and legendary off-road capabilities like no other vehicle. At the 1956 DLG, German Agricultural Society, exhibition in Hanover, Daimler-Benz presented the Unimog Series 411, the successor to the 401-402 series. Its important characteristic was greater performance. Its 30 horsepower provided that crucial extra to serve higher agricultural requirements. But comfort was not neglected either. In addition to improved seats, reinforced shock absorbers were fitted to the 411 series. Thanks to its agility, its relatively high speed and its excellent off-road performance, the Unimog was used increasingly for transportation. The power takeoff shafts available at the front and rear provided users with the best possible conditions for the flexible use of saws, pumps, cable winches and other equipment. This 411 features is powered by a 1.7-litre inline-4 diesel engine mated to a 6-speed manual transmission. It is outfitted with the optional wide 18 by 10-inch wheels currently shod with BKT tires and is accompanied by a copy of its original factory data card.
And how much did this agricultural 4x4 sell for? $106,400. That's a lot of money, but you can drive that Unimog anywhere. Where would you take it? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and check out our other market reports and wacky car videos on this channel.